Appropriate you like that one.
Yep.
See, I'm actually going to go with Lesnar as well. Mainly because I've heard he resigned for 2 more years. If it wasn't for that contract, I would have picked Triple H. But I'm going to have to go with Lesnar. It doesn't mean Triple H is going to stay retired. You know how this stuff works.
Yep.
The only person that's actually lived up to a retirement has actually been Shawn Michaels. He's the only one.
Stop rubbing it in.
Oh, I'm just making a point, though. He's the only one that respected the actual stipulation.
Oh, go fuck your point.
Anyway.
I miss Shawn.
He's on the show. He's just there. If it's not me wrestling, he's just there.
True.
You may get a super kick out of it.
Forget the super kick. I just want him in a beater again.
Again, like on Monday?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy that as much as Manny did, Sal?
See, but I got history with Shawn.
True. We learned it earlier in the show.
He and I go back.
All right. Let's get to Taker and Punk. Sal.
Do we really have to? We don't know who's going to win.
Well, it's the next match. I got to go in order.
Okay, on the count of 3, let's pick the winner. 1, 2, 3. Taker.
Undertaker.
Shocking.
All right. I'm not even going to discuss the storyline. We discussed it over on the other show.
Okay, can I just say, wrong use of the word eviscerate, number 1.
That was trending on Twitter all night, by the way. You went to sleep,
You know
but it
what's
was
funny?
trending.
I had no idea what that meant, so I looked it up on YouTube,
So
and I'm
did
like,
we.
Yes.
So
what are they going to do?
I was like, honey, I think I know what that means, but I think they're using it wrong, so can you look it up? And by disembowel, really?
We had the same reaction, Sal. We really did. All right. Then
And I'm sorry. I just have to say that I think it's really, really tasteless what they're doing so close to Paul Bearer's death.
You didn't see the end of Raw.
What?
You didn't see the end of Raw. I forgot. You were sleeping during that.
What?
Did I tell you what happened, Sal?
Oh.
I explained it to Dad. Should I explain it to Mandy? All right.
Go ahead, do it.
End of show. I told you this. Didn't I tell you this?
Wait.
Paul Heyman dressed as Paul Bearer?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry, go.
I'm sorry. I think it's really, really tacky. If they had this planned before his death, that's fine, but I really think...
I doubt it.
I really think that they've pushed the line. It's super tacky. Paul Bearer was a great manager, and I really think they're just turning his legacy into a huge joke. It's super tasteless. I'd hate to be his family right now.
They approved it. For real, they tweeted they approved it.
I don't know how anyone could approve that. If that was like if they were making fun of you or Dad or someone I cared about, I don't care how big the paycheck is unless it's really a lot of money.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
I don't think I could go for it.
Would it be different? Because technically, this is just, I'm just going for this. It's not William Moody they're making fun of. It's Paul Bearer. There's different people. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, for good
I'm just asking.
No, I think it's too soon. Too soon.
Okay. There was just a question. I just wanted to throw that out there.
That's just me. I've rolled my eyes at this entire storyline, and although Paul Heyman makes a fantastic Paul Bearer...
Yeah, it was really well done.
I don't like it.
If he wasn't dead, it would have been really funny. You know what I mean?
I think it's thrown together. I think it's, hey, we had nothing for Undertaker to do, and he wants to wrestle, so let's give him Punk, and look, let's put them both in a little bit of makeup and rub some ashes around.
See, what's funny is I don't mind the Taker-Punk matchup. I just don't think Taker should have came back. I think Punk should have been in the main event. But that's a different story. What do you think, Sal?
Yeah. Punk should have had the title up until WrestleMania. And then, I don't know, go from there. That's just my personal opinion. I think they dropped it to Mr. Hollywood and,
See, my whole thing is, even if they did that whole thing, and I think it was still a stupid idea, Punk should have been it should have been a triple threat. Main event should have been a triple threat. But that's just me. Moving on, we got the World Heavyweight Championship match. I'm not going to do this justice as much as Dad did earlier. But, the dad I had to take the headphones off because he was going so loud. Alberto Del Rio with Ricardo Rodriguez defending against Jack Swagger with Zeb Coulter. Sal, take it.
I was back and forth on this because just Jack Swagger winning the title would be a really good storyline, but I think Del Rio's going to defend, but I think Dolph's going to cash in and win, and he's going to win 2 titles at WrestleMania.
Okay, you're going to go with the Dolph cash-in.
I'm going to go with the Dolph cash-in. Yep.
Okay, hey?
I am going for Del Rio. I think Swagger fucked himself over when he got arrested. I think they would have given him the belt, but I don't think in good conscience, especially in the PG era, that they can give it to him right now. And I think that's why the whole storyline has kind of changed and lost steam. I think that Alberto is going to avenge Ricardo, but I also do believe that Dolph is going to come in, cash in Money in the Bank, and become champion, because doesn't his case expire soon?
Money in the Bank in June.
In June.
In June.
Eh.
Oh, for me...
But he says he's the ultimate show-off, so what a better way to do it?
Than at WrestleMania.
Exactly, at WrestleMania.
See, I'm thinking the same thing with Dolph. I think Del Rio's going to retain. I think Swagger is going to attack Del Rio after the match. And Dolph's going to come in and pick up the pieces. And leave as champion. All right, moving on. We got one match left.
I also predict a lot of skipping around the ring and the belt by AJ.
Got it. Oh, good call. I didn't think of that. I didn't think of that. All right.
Well, it's not Big E.
I wasn't sure where we were going with that sentence. That's all. All right. WWE Championship, Rock Cena 2. I'll start this one. Got to go with Cena. I don't see a heel turn. I'm just going to go with Cena. A little bit more of an attitude going into Monday Night Raw. Honey?
Fuck you, Rock.
All right, so I'll go with Cena. Do you see a heel turn?
I'm sorry, I can't. I love Cena as a face. I think he's a great face, and I'm sorry. I hope he doesn't turn heel, because there's so many little boys out there who idolize the shit out of him.
As you heard earlier on the Blake and Sal show with CJ.
Like ours, and I don't want to have to explain to CJ why John Cena is a bad guy all of a sudden.
Okay, would you have an issue if he had a little bit of a darker attitude?
Yeah, I think he should have a little bit of an attitude. I think he should be able to stand up for himself a little more. But I don't see a full heel turn.
Neither do I. I just see the era attitude. Sal?
Okay, I've wrestled with this one.
It's a tough one.
But
Thank you. I foresee, and I really don't want to say this, I see The Rock winning.
Oh.
I see John Cena going batshit crazy. And I see a complete heel turn, but not for long, because there's too, I don't want to say there's too much money, but there's too much of a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't even think. But with the Make-A-Wish and everything like that, like
okay, I know what
I
you're
don't think
saying.
they want to jeopardize that. So and lately, WWE storylines, they go 4 weeks and they're done if they go that long.
Loses his mind fast, so that could be why.
Yeah.
All right.
but my question is doesn't The Rock turn into a pumpkin at midnight? I mean,
or Hercules, really?
Isn't he just like here until WrestleMania and then he disappears? So what's gonna happen with the title when he turns? What?
He's according to advertisements, he's saying he's not going to. By the way, for the record, Sal, he said he's not going to be at Extreme Rules, but advertisements are saying he's going to be at Extreme Rules, but he's telling interviewers he's not. So I'm very confused by this whole Extreme Rules thing, because on Facebook, WWE is saying he's going to be there, but The Rock in an interview told them, "No, I'm not going to be there because I'm going to be filming Hercules."
Okay.
So I'm very confused by that. So go ahead. Sorry. Go. I just wanted to say that because that was important.
I think he's going to turn into a pumpkin. Anybody but Rock. And dear Rock, you are not my champion. Fuck you.
All right. Quick question. Out of all the matches we just went through, what match are you most looking forward to?
AJ versus Oh.
That's actually on the card.
The 12-year-old in me can't wait to see Shawn Michaels in any capacity at WrestleMania, because he is the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Ooh. Fuck you, Bret Hart.
Wow. Meow.
Yeah, I have a little bit of hostility there.
Really?
Quite honestly, I'm not looking forward to anything too much. I'm kind of mad about the whole show.
Okay, that's honest. You're honest. You're not alone. You're not alone on that. A lot of people have been saying that. Sal?
It's got to be Taker Punk. I mean, if it's anything like the Taker match from last year, and then you add, CM Punk to the mix, I think that's going to be probably the match that everyone's going to be talking about the next day.
Well, for me, like I said before, I'm looking forward to Henry Ryback. It's because a big guy match. We haven't had a good one of these in a long while. I believe that is it. Honey, before we go, would you like to do any P&P plug real fast?
I like nail polish, so come to Puzzle and Polish and check out what I do with nail polish and stuff. So, yeah.
And the walk is on Saturday, correct?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's at the Bradley Center, and do we still need walkers, or are we good?
We still need 8 walkers. If you'd like to join us, please do.
Christian Cruisers. That's the Bradley
But
Center.
not zombies. Not those kinds of walkers.
Not those kind of walkers.
No.
So I'm going to do this.
Sal would be there if he could be, so if you're in the area and could take his place, it would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
All
I wish I
right.
could fly out there and do it and then fly back, but I know that's not
If
possible.
I worked at the airport, you would.
And I miss you and I want to give you a hug. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Me too.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening.
Wait, I'm looking forward to the Fandango match.
Yay!
All right. Thank you all for listening.
Because that match will be the only one that has a higher budget than Dancing with the Stars.
And I want to see his little silhouette behind him not light up.
You want that to explode, I believe, right?
Or that could be good. Like his crotch area.
I'm done. Good night, guys.
All right. You can follow me on Twitter at O'Reilly21106, Sal at Icon, AKON _44, and Mandy at Mama _Amanda Bear. And thank you everyone for listening. Have a good night.